Welcome to my presentation. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Kafalenge Town for providing us this opportunity. Today, I will try to present my systematic review of appropriate climate smart technologies for smallholder farmers in Ethiopian drylands. My review has an outline, introduction as a background. Dryland covers over 41% of the Earth's surfaces. Drylands are regions with water scarcity, low precipitation frequency, and home for more than 2 billion people in the world. And the area has responsible for 44% of the crops and half of livestock production in the world, according to these writers. In drylands, the rainfall ranges between 0 to 600 milliliter per year, and the area has a moisture of less than 33 months and average temperature of 27 degrees centigrade. Drylands in Ethiopia, according to these writers, are characterized by limited precipitation, high evapotranspiration, low soil moisture, frequent droughts, low productivity, high poverty, and food insecurity. In Ethiopia, about 75% of the land mass is classified as drylands. When we see this picture or image or this map, it shows us the orange one is the lowland, which is the dryland of Ethiopia, especially the margins is drylands according to this picture. Only the central part is highland, so most of the Ethiopian drylands in the Ethiopian Earth's surface is lowland and has a property of drylands. Smallholder farmers are farmers who primarily use family labor and cultivate a small area of less than 10 hectares, make up 85% of the world farmers, and 80% of the food consumed in developing countries is produced by smallholder farmers. In case of Ethiopia, small farmers produce 95% of the main crops, which is consumed by the country people. Climate change will significantly influence these smallholder farmers socially, economically, and environmentally in the world, and the climate change is disrupting agricultural ecosystem and reducing the output and the quality of the agriculture. So, in order to mitigate these issues or challenges, climate smart agriculture should be the solution. Climate and smart agriculture aims to support sustainable development, enhance food security, building resilience, and reduce greenhouse gas emission, according to these writers. Climate smart agricultural technologies are technologies which addressing productivity, adaptation and mitigation, boosting productivity, reducing greenhouse gases, align with the national food security goal. So, this review article aims to understand the appropriate climate smart technology used by small farmers to alleviate the impact of climate change. The review article have been focused mainly on drylands, particularly in the drylands of Ethiopia. So the specific objective of this review is to provide a theoretical framework for climate-smart technologies to assess their use in dryland communities to mitigate the climate change impact on smallholder farmers and to discuss the constraints and opportunities for implementation and exploring necessary policy and institutional frameworks used on these climate-smart technologies. Methodology used: data acquisition, secondary data was utilized. The review utilized reputable database like illicit.org, Web of Science, and the Google Scholar to access the reviewed published paper. During this process, 49 references was downloaded using these organizations or websites. 49 of 49, automatically 16 was excluded because it is not compliant, and 33 papers were selected for evaluation. Of these, only 12 papers was suitable and used as for final evaluation or for final review. Data analysis: the systematic review of these 12 final papers focused on the key variables such as where the location of the paper, the type, the source for copying, and adaptation of climate change. During this process, inclusion and exclusion criteria was set for the review articles as criteria: publication date, publishing language, publication theme, availability of article, type of article, and local location or the country that paper was published or studied were critically evaluated. For example, the excluded one before 2000 paper on this title before 2000 is excluded. Non-English papers are excluded. Paper that are not based on the climate as agriculture, smart agriculture was excluded. Full paper or thesis paper is also excluded. Unpublished and books are also excluded. Non-African papers are also excluded. What is the reason? The reason is already described here. Result in the discussion: smallholder farmers in dryland faces challenges like drought and flood to climate change. To cope this one, smallholder farmers use local scientific and integrated knowledge sources. Climate change has significantly impacted sub-Saharan Africa since 1970s. This affects the UN Sustainable Development Goals as well, and requires small farmers to develop adaptation and mitigation techniques. Climate smart agriculture aims to enhance productivity, resilience, and carbon storage through technologies in the policy environment. Climate smart practices are significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions, improve ecosystem health, and enhance farming resilience. For instance, conservation agriculture in Zambia reduces soil erosion, increases crop yields, and enhance soil sequestration according to the writers. Agroforestry practices in Kenya also boost maize yields and reduce erosion. As well, when we come to Ethiopia, climate smart agriculture has been promoted by government and non-government for over a decade, aiming to help farmers adapt to climate change effects and maintain productivity. However, a diverse culture, resource endorsement, and preferences may lead to inconsistency of this climate smart agriculture based on the policy recommendations. Studies in Ethiopia drylands highlight that importance of climate smart agriculture practices improve soil fertility, crop yields, and food security while addressing the challenges like limited finance and infrastructure issues. Key strategies including these should be for agriculture, appropriate climate smart technology for smallholder farming system in Ethiopia. These includes climate awareness training, farmer field schools, rain water harvesting, micro irrigation system, climate smart finance, conservation agricultural practices, agroforestry, irrigation technology, drought and tolerances, climate smart livestock management are the technology. When we take the conservation of agricultural practices, crop rotation, minimal tillage, intercropping, improve soil fertility, reducing erosion, and boosting yields includes. When we see agroforestry, planting trees improve soil fertility, leading to better yields, reduced greenhouse gases, and the like. When we see, for example, drought-tolerant crops, we are talking about sorghum, millet, and teff, which helps us to produce the drought-tolerant plants. And benefits of climate smart agricultural technologies. Climate smart agriculture aims to mitigate this effect of implementing the crop diversification. The practices crop diversification, agroforestry, soil conservation, improved crop varieties contribute to food insecurity, mitigating greenhouse gases through practices like drought-tolerant crops, water resource conservation, and adaptive capacity building. Challenges: small farmers face challenges like poor soils, inadequate irrigation, impact, limited access, credit access to resources, finances, technical skills, and institutional barriers, lack of resources and markets to full adapt climate smart agricultural practices, leading to unequal distribution of the benefits. To tackle these challenges, strengthening government systems, providing technical training across the access to financing, and effective communication strategies are crucial for creating an enabling environment. Opportunities of climate smart agricultural technology, restoring the degraded land for soil management, alternative energy sources, addressing salinity and waterlogging, promoting agroforestry and improve soil fertility and biodiversity, financial support, services, and education are also crucial. Policies supporting the implementing of appropriate climate smart technologies. There are a lot of climate smart technology policies produced by Ethiopia or implemented by Ethiopian. This includes ADLI, SDPRP, CRGE, and GTP. These policies can support climate smart agriculture, prioritize national climate change policies, research funding, capacity building programs, farmer field schools, access to finance, and market development help farmers making informed decisions and negotiating better prices for climate smart produces. As a conclusion, Dryland covers 41% of the world. 75 land masses of Ethiopia is classified as drylands. Drylands are home for 2 billion population in the world, facing climate changes. Using climate smart technology like drought-tolerant crops and irrigation system are crucial for smallholder farmers. However, limited resources and technical skills need to be addressed to overcome these challenges. Successful adaptation requires supportive policies, collaboration between governments and NGOs and stakeholder farmers for whole long-term sustainability. As a conclusion, As a recommendation, suggests capacity building empowerment for climate adaptation and utilization, involving farmers, extension workers, experts, governments, NGOs, and research to change orientation is the best practice. Thank you for your patience. If you have any question, you are welcome.